Alright, so we're done with assembly. And let's have a look at what we're sitting here with. And once again, I apologize for these rough videos. This is my first bit of work with this camera. And I'm really happy with it, but like all things, it just takes a moment. This is a bird's eye view of our Eldar Die Avenger assembled. This is the one I was working with a while ago. Obviously, I found one mistake that I made is, I took time to file down every head except for this one, I guess. But anyways, once the shade hits it, it's not going to be too noticeable. Anyways, this is our fella. And that's pretty much all the assembly. The assembly is like the easiest part. If you didn't know, I'm an associate of the Wargate. Awesome spot to be. War games, tabletops, roleplay, whatever you like. We cover everything. It's under control of War Master Dave. But it's a lot of fun. I like to consider myself at least a contributor to the Wargate blog spot because I don't know. I do a lot of commenting there. I do a lot of talking with the War Master Dave. Have a lot of fun on there. So if you get a chance, once again, shameless plug, thewargate.blogspot.com. Check out any of our antics and motivations. But anyways, next is, as I promised, it is time to Quickshade. So if everybody's ready, first thing you're going to need is obviously your quick stain. And once again, this is the soft tone. My old lady has been nice enough to shake it up for me before I used it. And this is the easiest part. This is like the quick part. This is why I like army painter stuff, is because I can finish this model in to put it together it took roughly 10 minutes, to prime it roughly another 10 minutes, and to paint the little guns roughly 5 minutes per gun, to paint them black like I was talking. Now this is the funnest part of the whole caboodle, is dropping this shade on here. Let's get it done. Be sure and use a brush you don't care about. Something that you don't mind getting bad, because I'm telling you that Quickshade is unforgiving. Cannot get it out of a brush. But as you can see, all I'm doing is just spreading this fella out. And I'm not going to dip him. I don't like dipping. In my opinion, it's wasteful of your lacquer. I mean, if you got money to drop it, because the dip method is a lot quicker. But the paint on, I'm actually enjoying the brush on technique. As you can see, it's giving it kind of that tan leather look that I was talking about earlier. And it's not going to stay this dark, and it's not going to stay this wet. This is just a transitional phase as the polyurethane evaporates out and leaves nothing but the stain on the model. So all that we're doing is just applying this all over the model. If there's a spot that we want to emphasize more with shade, like the faces, we're going to come back later, and only on the face we'll apply just a little bit extra stain. Now, you don't have to do this. You don't have to apply stain twice, but I'm going to do it. I usually will whip out a model real quick, but it seems like in this area, like for the eyes, right underneath the helmet, it just looks a lot better when it's darker. But as you can see, I'm just painting it on. That's all that's going on. There's no secret. There's no snake oil that I can sell you that's going to give you this technique. All you do, you go to Army Painter's website. It's thearmypainter.com, I'm pretty sure. And you buy a can of Quick Stain. That's all there is to it. Quickshade, excuse me. Folks can tell I'm not very hip with names. But I do know this product. I've been using it for a couple months now, and I love it. So, the first time around with your coating, you can't be too generous with it. I mean, you can't put too much on, but it's really hard So I mean, if you want to just dump it on there in large amounts, go for it. Why not? You know, give it a try, test it out. That's what this hobby and shit is all about. Is about techniques. You know, learning some shortcuts. If you're that kind of fella like me, that or gal, that I'm not much of an artist, but I like to fool people, and I like to have armies and squads in less than a day. Like I put together the rest of these Dire Avengers while I was watching a movie with my old lady, and I mean, they're put together, they're on my tray right now, drying, and when I'm done with this fella, I bet you guys can guess what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna Quickshade every one of them. And you know, I opened this box today. I didn't break my neck or nothing doing them. Had a lot of fun. I enjoy this since I quit smoking cigarettes. This has just been like a messiah for me, because like my hands stay busy. I actually smoked for 15 years, and just recently have been able to kick that in the butt. So grats to being stubborn, and grats to coming back to old hobbies. So anyways, I know this can be boring, but this is about the funnest part of putting these things together, is the Quickshade. So anyways, as you can see, I've dusted it real generously, and applied it to every inch of the sky. Now what's going to happen is, I mean, I explained it to you in a nutshell, but I want to do it again so everybody realizes what's going on. The stain is the actual color that's floating inside of this polyurethane. Now, I'm not a scientific genius, but from the sound of it, polyurethane is like this clear goop that evaporates, but it leaves a sticky substance and texture on top of the stain that allows it to coat and stick to the model. Now, as it evaporates, it loses its chunky, drippy quality and leaves on a smooth color of shade. So if you bear with me here, I'm going to get a side glance, excuse my dirty desk, and we're going to check this out just from the side. Bam. And that's pretty much it. So have a good look. Remember, the next video I'm going to show him dry with anti-gloss sprayed on him to get rid of the shiny effect. And that's pretty much all there is to it, guys. So stay tuned for my next video. It'll be short and sweet, and I'll do a closing synopsis. If you get a chance, this is the place to be, thewargate.blogspot.com. Be sure and check that out. If you get bored, leave my boy Dave a shameless comment saying your boy Blind Ant Jerry sent you there, and we'll have a good laugh about that. So closing out for the moment, y'all stay tuned. We got one last video coming at you.